Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We are Baltimore positive. We have been out eating crab cakes. I even got a crab cake over at Missoni's on Tuesday. They don't make crab cakes for everybody over there. It was delicious. Big appreciation to everybody at Missoni's, at Costas Inn in Dundalk, also last week at Gertrude's with my cousin John Shields and that amazing show with Dan Roderick. We had lucky winners. John Martin, I will tell you, people came running up behind me at Costas. Woman was waving a crisp $20 bill at me that she had won, courtesy of the Maryland Lottery and the Harlem Globetrotters scratch offs. And I know they've been dribbling with the red, white, and blue basketball, and you want to do home run riches, I'm sure. But the football news this week's been it's kept me on my toes. The
Wait,
whole
what?
Max
There's
Crosby
news?
thing, you know.
There's football news?
Well, not if you're a Browns fan, but
Oh,
if you're a
okay.
Giants fan stealing all the Ravens players
Wow.
or the
How about
Ravens,
that?
it's been crazy. And I know you got home run riches out in front of this, but I know you're a sports fan. This
Yeah.
is this is why we watch the games, right?
This is you can't make this stuff up, right? You just nobody saw this coming.
Yeah, I was on a yoga mat when it happened on Tuesday night, and my wife said, you're gonna have to work." I'm like, "What?" So, and Luke and I are trying to make heads or tails. But one thing we don't have to worry about making heads or tails. We're really gonna play baseball. Like that's really
Yes.
gonna happen in 2 weeks. A little update on home run riches. Get everybody ready for all of this because it is important that Doug gets your name in there, and he gives it to Kevin Brown, and Kevin Brown reads it on the broadcast, and then hopefully with all these big boppas we got with Tyler Ward, the Tyler O'Neills, the Pete Alonsos, Gunner, WBC, all of that. I'm thinking you're going to give a lot of money away this year.
You know what? I'm going to preempt all that. We will get to that. I'm going to preempt all that with breaking news.
What do you got?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
I hear Babbitt O'Reilly. Yeah, go ahead.
The Mega Millions jackpot, which was well north of $500 million, was won the other night, and
By somebody here?
well, no,
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 my
someone
wife
in
didn't win it.
Illinois. Now, they may
It's
have
getting
been
closer
from here and traveling through Illinois, but it was a Illinois lottery winning ticket. But we have a number of other prizes. If you don't win that, you may win for having significant numbers, but not all of them. And we have one lucky, what we call a tier 2 winner, which is the next level down from the big jackpot winner. Shopping at the Giant in Silver Spring. They won $1 million, but they were fortunate enough to have a 4 times multiplier on their ticket. They won $4 million. That's a lot of cabbage.
That's a good tier. That's a second
nice
tier.
That's a
I mean, I know top shelf, but I mean, that's good tier. 4 million is a good
that's
tier.
very nice. And I'm sure they know who they are. We don't know who they are yet because it's just happened. I'm sure they're doing the right thing, which is getting their affairs in order, signing the back of that ticket, securing it. They have 182 days from the drawing date to come in and see my smiling face with one of those big oversized checks with their name on it.
Why not 183 or 181? I'm just asking. Just a month.
Legal. It's a legal thing.
Illegal thing. All right. Leave that alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a lot of fun, isn't it? But not as much fun as 162 days of baseball. And if you go to our website at mdlottery.com and you click on our promotions page, you will see our traditional rite of passage in the spring.
Can I hit it big? Can I hit it big?
Sure.
I'm trying to give you some slogans here. I'm working on the marketing here.
Oh, I see. I said it was a marketing thing. I missed that.
I'm sorry.
I missed that entirely.
All right.
It's like a curveball down and away.
What do I do around here the last 35 years? That's all right.
Wow.
You can hit it big with the Maryland Lottery. Is that good? And we're working on it?
Yeah, that'll work.
I'm trying to get into my baseball Let's Play too. I'm trying to, it's usually used to be April, but March, I'm working into this right now.
Yeah, when did that happen? I must have been asleep at the switch. March?
I remember when it was cold going to games. It snowed in games in April, and now they start playing them in March. I don't know. It's 70 degrees. We're cutting this. So, I mean, I am ready for baseball. I mean, I'm as excited as anybody could be for this.
I've said it before, and my lineage is well known being a native Clevelander. Winter in Cleveland ends 1 week after the home opener. So I'll just let you know that.
I've seen guys running around in snowflakes in Cleveland, Detroit, Baltimore.
Yeah,
we lost Jay Gibbons in right field here 20 years ago. Like, he's still okay, but I was worried for a little while. I was at that game. Watching baseball in the snow is goofy. It really is. It's weird.
You know what's fun, though? Watching baseball in the new Orioles VIP suite, the VIP experience.
Can you make it snow desserts in there for me after?
Oh, yeah. You can have snow cones in there, I'm sure.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah. But go to mdlottery.com. In addition to our Home Run Riches Walk-Off Winnings normal second chance contest, where if you're selected contestant of the game for each of the 162 games, you win automatically $500. $500 for every Orioles home run hit during the game that you are the contestant of the game, and $5,000 for a grand slam. But we've just moved that up a notch. If you are selected as the winner of the monthly one game a month, we designated as our VIP experience, you win $2,000 for being selected for that game. You, of course, get the $500 for the home runs, the $5,000 for the grand slam, but you have a dining viewing experience second to none.
No,
And
no,
the
hold on.
brand
So
new,
when you win, you go to
yes.
the ballpark on the night when the home runs, you will cash in, or is that no? Am I wrong?
What do you mean cash
I'm
in?
trying to understand. So, like, if your night where you're the winner, where
Yes,
if they hit
yes,
eight
yes,
home runs, you
yes.
get to do that at the stadium if you win the big banana. No,
Oh yeah,
different.
you're there at the ballpark on the night of your
Well,
game. So
see,
you are just
I didn't process. This is all new to me. Okay,
yeah,
so okay.
it's
That's
a big
good.
deal.
I know that you were giving an experience away, but like
Yes.
when you give tickets for 20 years away with the Ravens, it's not experiential to like if they win the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you win
No,
money.
no, no, no,
This
no.
is one of those deals where like you
You're in the
show up the
game, man.
ballpark, you get the whole day, and then when the game starts,
Where,
Alonzo can make it rain for you,
where,
basically.
wear your gear, bring your glove, all
That's
your
extra hype. I mean, it's hard
yeah.
enough at home. My
Oh
buddy
yeah.
Cheesesteak Dave won last year from White
Yes,
Marsh,
yes, I
and
remember
he
you
was a
said
contestant. I think they hit one home run that
that.
day,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe two, but it wasn't like a big. I wanted to hit a bunch of them, but like this would have been like he would have been at the ballpark in the
Yep,
suite when it was. Oh,
yep,
see now, okay. The marketing guy needs to understand the
yep.
whole promotion. Now I get
No,
okay. I like
yep, yep,
that's
yep.
nerve wracking. So they're going to be
It's
there with other
nerve-wracking,
people
but it's
watching it.
it's thrilling. Yep, yep. And we're gonna have a camera right in their face the whole time.
Every pitch can be a home run for
That's
us.
it.
I
Every
like
pitch.
that.
Yep, yep. And goodness gracious, they get O's all over the bases. Man, that really gets exciting, doesn't
But
it?
this thing's been going on for many, many years, and there
Sure.
have been many, many winners,
Yes.
162 every year,
Yep.
where they stay at home. Maybe they have their
Yeah.
friends
Sure.
over,
Right.
invite the neighbors, and say, maybe I win $5,000 tonight if we can get
Yeah.
some, Ryan Mountcastle.
Yeah.
This is okay. I like it.
And they get to bring three of
I
their
bless
friends.
this promotion. Good job, John Martin. Good job.
Yes.
Whoever came up with this, I like it. All
That
right.
was my idea. It was my idea.
All right.
You win the tickets for the game. You and three friends. So it's not just you. You get the shared experience. I'd have to find three friends. I know you've got dozens of friends, but I'd be hard pressed. But I'm not eligible. I am not eligible to win. But yeah, you go to the ballpark. You get there early. You watch the visiting team BP on the field. You get a little behind the scenes tour. You have a wonderfully curated menu by the chef on that game day. Each and every day will be different. And one
Is
lucky,
the bar open? Can I have a
yes,
drink if they hit a home run for me?
yes.
This is getting better and better. I
Put
like
it on
this.
your tab.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely, absolutely. But yes, one of those lucky winners each and every month of the season. That means April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 lucky winners of the VIP experience this year. First time we're doing it. We think it's going to stick. We like it. We like it a lot. So stay tuned for more.
All right. Well, we'll be down at Camden Yards. Luke will be there on opening day. If there's any breaking news, you get that first on the WNST Tech Service. My man, John Martin, is here. He's the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. And of course, they sponsor our Maryland Crab Cake Tour. We've been out on the road giving away a lot of money, right? And I've had winners, and you love winners' stories. So you're looking for this $4 million person that wasn't in Illinois but was here and hit it big
Yes.
the other night. What else we got going on? Has anybody come in and
Oh, we've got
giving
great
you a
stories.
good picture?
Go to mdlottery.com and look, check out our winner stories, and you will see a smiling Michael Byrne holding a check for $500,000. So,
Worcester County cashier. I see this. I'm reading
yes,
this right from the
yes,
website.
yes, yes.
This is a
He
bingo scratch off, bingo bonus bingo. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, he's a guy, and a lot of our players enjoy those games. Take a little time, whether they're crossword games or bingo games. They invest in an entertainment experience, so they take their time scratching it. They blow off the schmutz, they scratch it some more, blow off some more schmutz. They keep going through the process there. But yes, Michael won first. He thought he won $1,000 prize, and then he started to see more numbers. So you said, wait a minute, this is going to be bigger than that. $500,000. But he's not leaving his job. He's going to go back to work the next day. He enjoys that. He may do a little more golfing than he did before, which is very understandable.
Weather's
So
getting better for that sort of thing, especially
weather's
when you
going to
have
get
half
better for
mil.
that. So we wish him well on that. We also have some winter stories. This one I like, and I hope you will too. Otherwise, I'm going to waste the next minute and a half here.
Where's this
But
person from? I need to know that first. I always like to know where.
this person is
Reporter in me.
from Lanham.
I know we're landing. Okay, good.
Yeah. A retired federal employee, loves doing the daily draw games, and he has a plan. I love when people have a plan. And his plan is when the number speaks to him from wherever it comes from, it speaks to him, he buys it 3 times. You think, why would he do that? I will read on and let you know why he does that. He found a pick 5 number circling somewhere in the cosmos, 85230. That was his feel good combo for that day. Pick 5, top prize $50,000. But of course, I told you he bought 3 tickets. He has $150,000 payday on that. He used his app to check that. Saw that it was that he had won from the day before. Felt good about that. Thought about it and went back to sleep. I like a guy like that. He's got a plan. One, I'm going to catch some more shut eye here. Good for
Well,
him.
there's a whole thing you're all doing this month about like having a plan and
Yeah.
gambling awareness and knowing. I said who, what, where, why. You know what you're betting on, know how you're betting, and you always are talking about having a plan because that's listen, I can be trite and say that's the winning plan, but I've been a guy that went to the casino and lost $1 more than I wanted to on an occasion,
Yep.
which keeps me at bay. But I don't have a disease. I'm not involved in that. But for people who are struggling and people you know who are struggling and people who can't wait for the basketball games to start next week or can't wait for the game to start to bet on it, this is a month where we just at least want to have our eyes open, right?
It's called Problem Gambling Awareness Month, and that awareness is a big part of it because we shine a light on it here in the month of March. Not so much for the people themselves who may have addictive behaviors, but for the rest of the people, the community around them to be supportive. And it oftentimes gets overlooked, but there are a number of what we call on our side here vulnerable populations. And what does that mean? Well, that means there are certain people that, based on just the way they are, their lot in life, they may be more vulnerable or susceptible to problem gambling. Let me give you an example. You can go to our website at mdlottery.com, especially looking at our Problem Gambling Awareness Month information. And first and foremost in that vulnerable population are young adults. And as much as we would not like to admit it, there are some people who, at an early age, are exposed to gambling, whether it's a family thing or for whatever reason. But statistics overwhelmingly show that the earlier and the younger people start, the more likely they are apt to have problem gambling behaviors. And so we want to make sure that education is a big deal. And while it sometimes gets a tough road to hoe, we need to educate children in middle school, high school. That's not too soon to start. And
Well,
if you
look,
don't,
sports is such an entryway now, and
oh,
the
absolutely.
commercials are there, and Big Poppy's got the hose, and I always talk about that in baseball season. And I don't want to say I'm offended by it. It's come on fast and strong and
Yep.
heavy in every way you can watch sports that it's there for you. And I don't know how my dad would have portrayed that to me. And my dad was a guy that brought a pool card home on a
Yeah.
Tuesday and we
Sure.
had fun for $1 or two. My dad was not a gambler. My dad never went to the racetrack. He just was. My dad stood in soup lines, Herbert Hoover, 1929, all that stuff, depression. So
Yeah.
I grew up differently in that way. So I approached it differently. But in the neighborhood, plenty of people were gambling. And I mean, I'm from the
Yep.
east side. I mean, they invented the bookmaker salad from a guy in Dundalk and Highlandtown. But I would say that I wouldn't know how to speak to young people about that because it's not like maybe at one point the liquor store was over here and they walked past it or didn't see it. If you're watching the ball game, you're seeing it, no matter who you are. You really are.
Yeah. And while it's sports certainly is a key part of that. But some things that really you don't maybe even think about, and that is people in rural communities or our military personnel all over the globe. With the immediacy that mobile online betting provides, and you've got people, unfortunately now, in harm's way all over the planet. Sometimes all they really know is that comfort of what they can get to on their phone. And unfortunately, again, for a small part of the population that are vulnerable, the addiction starts with them while they're offshore. They're in a foreign land. They've got some downtime. They connect, whether it's through sports or some other online gaming, and they come back stateside and they find out that it maybe has more of a hold on them than they realize, and that can be a very vulnerable population. Senior citizens, I mean, you look at and we you come sometimes joke about it. You know, go to a casino and you see people on their walkers being pushed around with their oxygen tanks. But unfortunately, again, those are vulnerable populations, and we really need to do a better job educating ourselves first that these pockets of people are out there, and education, awareness, support. 1-800-GAMBLER. If someone has a problem or maybe in over their head, that resource is there for you as well to get the information you need to help them sort through that addiction.
John Martin is here. He is our executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming with words of wisdom here as we march on through March. Hey, I want to throw multi-match out because it popped up on MD
Yes.
Lottery when I was there. I know, we talk about big numbers and what makes people gamble and little $1.5 million, having $1.5 million, you get me on vacation next week. But this is a game we don't talk about a whole lot. It's a state game.
It is. It is unique to the state of Maryland. And there may be one or two other places that have kind of taken a variation on it, but it is a lot of fun, and the jackpot does kind of creep up on you. And in this case, it is I believe $1.5 million as we speak. So it's kind of a unique game. It's kind of what we call a lotto style game, meaning there are a number of numbers that pop around. For $2, you play 18 numbers, 3 lines of 6. You get to pick your first line of 6, or you can have the computer pick that. But it will automatically generate a second and third line. And then you get a chance to play all 18 numbers against the numbers drawn for cash prizes. So if you win 6 in a row, on one line, that's the top prize. That's in this case $1.5 million. But there are a number of other cash prizes ranging in terms of $2 all the way up to the 1.5 million at various step levels. If you match some of those 18 numbers in combination, so it's a lot of fun. It's a different game. Try it for a couple bucks, see if you like it. And if you do, play responsibly and continue to play multi-match.
All right. So I was at a Costas the other night and with my wife, and there are people playing horses and playing Keno, playing games, watching things. And I got to thinking, like, we have the new scratch off coming because I have these Harlem Globetrotters, and they were
Yes.
coming to town this month over at UMBC in the red, white, and blue. And I like all that curly Neal. We've talked about that. I'm still going to find that Meadowlark Lemon picture. But the next batch I'm going to have once we get into baseball season, because we don't have scratch offs for home run riches. No schmutz. You just get that. But you had 4 winners. I have not seen the art yet. I missed it. It's not up. You haven't done. You're like going to break this out next week because these tickets are
Yes.
going to happen. But that was a fun promotion, and I know we had an unveiling as well. I call it Costas, but it's a racetrack, but it's got Costas over top the racetrack now. And I missed out on that, but I've been into that promotion because my wife is an artist and she saw it and was measuring it all up. So that sounds like something fun because my wife's in a family full of artists.
You know what? Remember last time we talked, you had put your predictions into a mayonnaise jar. Do you still have them there?
Yes, I did. Yeah, they are Keybridge, horses, Maryland flag, and farm motif. That's what. And
You
I
were
didn't
pretty
put
close.
crab. I didn't break crab out, but I'm figuring crab. I screwed that up. Horse
Yeah,
and
yeah.
farm I should have put in one thing and gone with
Yeah, but
that.
again, we last weekend at the Home and Garden Show at the Timonium Fairgrounds, we had the 4 artists who provided their award-winning art for the Maryland Treasures ticket, which will launch on Friday, March 20th. So the week leading up to that, starting on Monday, March 16th, you can go to mdlottery.com and check out the art online. Also, interviews we have with each of the 4 artists will be available starting on Monday the 16th. They were thrilled, and why wouldn't they be? They were very proud of their Maryland roots, and they expressed it in beautiful visuals on a scratch off ticket. And I think people are going to enjoy it. It'll be a $2 ticket. It's called Maryland Treasures for art scenes. So if you wanted to get one of each, it'll cost you $8, 2, 4, 6, 8. They will come off on consecutive um, uh, runs, if you will, off a scratch off book when you go to your retailer.
Oh, so I get
Uh,
one book. It's going to have all four in there.
yeah, yeah. You get 4 tickets.
Oh,
It'll be
okay.
one,
I
two, three,
like it.
four. One,
Okay.
two, three, four.
Well,
One, two, three,
these
four.
came the same way. There's a gold and a red. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Okay.
So we think people enjoy it. It's a way to kind of nostalgic. But yes, there are horses. There is the Bay Bridge. There is the Ocean City Boardwalk. I think there's a crab somewhere in the background on that.
Okay.
And
Flag probably too.
there's a fourth one I can't remember now.
Well, you know what? That's good. Leave me hanging. That's good. I like that
Oh,
because I'm thinking, like, by the way, I don't know if you know who you're talking to here, but I did the show
I
at the
don't. Many times.
BMA last week. I took art appreciation in 10th grade once for a semester with Joyce Bucci. So I know a little bit about, I mean a little bit about art. Very little.
Did you
But
have? Was this the kind of you were in there with the football team? I
I
mean,
gotta pee. I gotta pee. No,
oh,
it's when I
okay.
got thrown out of typing class because I couldn't type and I was missing a finger. We've talked about this. So the pictures, I'm thinking art is like there's all sorts of styles and like I'm
Yeah.
looking to see what kind of colors, what kind of lines. I learned all this last week because I talked to Ann Mannix Brown. I learned about the stroking the lines and Matisse
Whoa!
and
Look at
Amy
you.
Sherald and Ponchalism and Degas. I even had a really, really bad art joke that I busted out last week. And
Oh
if I
boy.
can find it, I have it right here. You ready? I'm gonna
Oh jeez.
this joke, it's a dad joke, okay? It's it's so bad that I'm doing it twice on the radio because I did it for Ann Mannix and let me see if I can get a laugh out of you because you have a different kind of sense of humor, okay? So are you an art person? I mean, let me see if
No.
you are. So Mark Steiner gave me this joke. Why did Mark Steiner's a legendary voice in radio for 50 years here. He's a legend. Why did the art thief's van run out of gas as he drove away from the museum? Now, keep in mind, I told this joke to a museum lady at the museum at Gertrude's at the BMA, which is free and lovely, and you should go. Why did the art thief's van run out of gas as he drove away from the museum? John?
I don't know, Nestor. Why did the art thief's van run out of gas as he drove away from the museum?
Well, let me tell you, John, because he had no Monet to buy Degas to make the Van Gogh.
Okay. All right. All right.
Monet,
I get it. I get
Degas,
that. I get that.
Van Gogh. All right.
Yeah. It's yeah, I kind of
All right.
yeah.
Back
Okay.
to the Bay Bridge and back to the boardwalk. John
Oh,
Martin is here. He's executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. And I will have no more dad jokes, but I will have give me the name of the promotion again so I say it right. The Artistic Maryland Expression Art.
Maryland Treasures. Maryland
See,
Treasures.
okay, I knew you would break it down into one word. You're good
Yep.
like that, you know.
Yep.
Did I give everything in here? I mean, we've got $4 million. We're on the lookout for somebody in Silver Spring. We got home run riches underway. We want everybody to be aware of what's going on around here. And by all means, I can't wait to get my hands on these Maryland Treasures tickets.
I will leave you with this because we did have Monet to get the gas to make our van go.
Oh,
See what I did there?
All
See
right,
what
I like
there?
that.
Event time. It is time to dust off our van and go traveling around the state of Maryland. You're going to find us at the Celtic Canter 5K in Westminster this weekend, the Annapolis Running Festival on March 21st. I will not be running. I will tell you that right now, but I will be at the beer.
Well, they're there
Bourbon,
when the
Barbecue
Van
Festival.
Gogh ran out of gas. They're there to run. I'm sorry.
Yes, of course. And opening day, we talked before, March 26th, opening day. We're always there at opening day at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. And then the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Festival at the Timonium Fairgrounds at the end of the month. I will definitely be there. Stop by, see me, say hello, and hopefully win big.
All right. During my respite, your homework is to figure out how much money you're going to have to give away for Home Run Riches. And I'm going to get these Maryland Treasures tickets, and I'm going to have a good time. We're going to have some crab cakes together. John Martin he's executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. I want to give one more shout out for gambling awareness and everybody know Problem Gambling Awareness Month. You can learn more at mdlottery.com. And John, I will say this. I had some young ladies dining at Missoni's before I was there, and I came in and they were real friendly to me, and they had my book, and so we took a picture and whatever, and I gave them lottery tickets, and I'm setting my stuff up to do my show, and they start screaming in the corner, "Hey, you got to come back! They won $3. So I made their
Nice.
afternoon,
Very nice.
So it was, we had a great day at Masoni's. It is fun giving tickets away. It's fun to win. Please do it responsibly, everybody out there. And John, I will see you opening day. You got an over under on the Orioles? Yeah, we playoff bound this year in Baltimore. What do you think?
Wow. I think it's going to be an interesting season.
That's what I'm hoping. You know what? Thank you. An interesting season is all we can't win them all, but I just
No.
want to have some fun this year, and that's why we play. He is John Martin. He's executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. I'm going to be getting the Maryland Crab Cake Tour back out on the road. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We never stop talking. Baltimore positive.